It's been 12 days since the assault on the ED team that had gone for a search on the premises of TMC leader Shahjahan Sheikh for his alleged role in the PDS scam. Remember, the attack by an armed mob in Bengal, Sandesh Khali, ended up leaving 3 officials of the Enforcement Directorate hospitalized with stitches on their heads. Now, the Calcutta High Court has ordered the formation of a special investigation team to probe the incident. The team will comprise officers of the CBI and West Bengal police, and the probe will be monitored by the High Court. The ED moved the High Court, praying that the investigation be transferred to the CBI from state police, citing lack of credibility. The ED also said that while accused Shahjahan Sheikh is still absconding and his house is not being searched, the biased police have taken to filing false cases against the Central Probe Agency's officials, accusing them of stealing and outraging the modesty of women. The police rejected these allegations and insisted that their investigation is above reproach. However, the court today seemed to have stamped the ED's apprehensions by stopping the local police station from any further role in the probe. This, by the way, comes just 2 days after the High Court restrained Bengal police from acting against the ED and asked them to explain inconsistencies in the FIR that had been filed against the Enforcement Directorate. The TMC, despite all of this, so there have been 3 setbacks, one after the other. First, any action against ED was stopped. 2, the court passed observations against the conduct of the West Bengal police, asking why is Shahjahan Sheikh still absconding? Why have only 4 people been arrested? And 3, today they have asked for a joint probe to take place. However, the TMC says this is still a win for us.
Regarding the joint seat, the seat comprising with the central agency persons and state police persons. From the very first day, we are on very clear stand that central agency should take state police into their loop before conducting any investigation or operation. So somebody, especially BJP, they were demanding that hand over the case totally to CBI. Now their appeal has been rejected by कोर्ट।
क्यों हाईकोर्ट को इंटरवेन करना पड़ा? पुलिस किसी भी हालत से शाहजहां को अरेस्ट नहीं करेंगे। शाहजहां तो विजिबल है, वो अपने कंस्टिट्यूएंट्स में घूम रहे हैं, लोग उसे देख रहे हैं, वो पूरा पुलिस की निगरानी में है। तो उस पुलिस कैसे सहयोग करेंगे आने वाले दिन में सीबीआई को, ये तो सोचने का विषय है। तो इसमें हम लोग कोई ज्यादा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक नहीं है, लेकिन हाईकोर्ट बोला है, हम कोर्ट के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहते, लेकिन हम लोग ये विश्वास करते हैं और ये पश्चिम बंगाल की जनता भी जानते है, जिस समय ये रूलिंग पार्टी तृणमूल कांग्रेस चाहेंगे, जो शाहजहां को सामने लाना चाहिए, अभी समय ठीक ठाक है, उसी दिन शाहजहां बाहर आएंगे।
All right, so is this a setback again for the Trinamool Congress, and more importantly, where is Shahjahan Sheikh? Continuing with us, Tuhin A, national spokesperson of the BJP. We are also joined by BJP spokesperson in West Bengal, Priyanka Tibrewal, Tausifur Rahman, spokesperson of TMC, and political analyst Professor Manojit Mandal. Tausifur Rahman, now even the court agrees that there should be a central joint probe, and the court is going to monitor it.
Padmaja, you know that no one is above the law, no one is above the court. And, you know, we have been saying the order is a moral victory for our government. This is what we have been saying since day one. The central agency must work with the state government and not bypass it every step. We have been repeatedly saying that whatever investigation you want to do, we are there. The state government is always there. Whether it's Sandesh Khali, Bashirhat, Mednipur, Behrampur, Murshidabad, Calcutta.
But the court is saying that the CBI will also come in now and the court will monitor it. How is this a moral victory for you? The CBI is going to be involved.
It is not about just a moral victory, but the blame game on us, on Trinamool Congress and the state government is not fair enough. We have been shouting, we have been requesting, we have been asking all these central agencies that beside being biased, you can inform the state government, come to us and we will help you. Now, where is Sheikh Shahjahan? What's happening with Sheikh Shahjahan? What is the Kolkata police doing or what the West Bengal police is doing? Everything is dependent on central agencies.
Okay, so let me just ask you this. If the central agency is biased and the BJP is obviously biased, is the Calcutta High Court also biased? Because it was Calcutta High Court which said, why is your client Shahjahan Sheikh not surrendering? It is the Calcutta High Court which asked, why haven't you put sections of attempt to murder in the FIR?
Padmaja, Bengal administration does not obstruct any impartial investigation or probe by any agency. We have showed our full cooperation with the stakeholders in the case. While ED
Sir,
officially
where is Shah
refused
Jahan
cooperation,
Sheikh? I'm not the one asking. Calcutta High Court is asking, where is this man?
No, of course we have to, Padmaja, we have to listen to the Calcutta High Court. We are there to support the Calcutta High Court, and it's not about being support also.
They don't need your support. They need his arrest.
To listen to them.
They are not, you are not an NGO and they are not a destitute. They are a court of law and they are asking you, where is Shah Jahan Sheikh?
That's what I'm telling you. The police is doing their job. Let them do their job.
Okay.
Now, after सब कुछ बिगाड़ने के बाद, अब आप आ रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं कि कोलकाता पुलिस क्या करनी चाहती है. We are always there.
हम नहीं कह रहे हैं, Calcutta High Court कह रहा है.
No, of course, the work is going on. The search is going on.
Work is going on. Priyanka Tibrewal, this is a moral victory because at the end of the day, state police will also be involved in this joint probe.
I do not understand what kind of moral victory is this. I believe that TMC has now lost its brain. They don't even understand where they are being insulted, where they are being humiliated. Now you see, the investigation has now gone to the CBI. Now they should not forget that the FIRs with the police has filed against the CBI will now be investigated. So the role of the police will also now come out as whatever shoddy investigations were being carried on because they are tamed. They are tamed by the ruling dispensation. So during investigation, course of investigation, all these things will come out. Padmaja, you see, TMC is a party of habitual offenders. Now they are so used to doing all this thing, these kind of conspiracy and being violators of law. Now all this is also being witnessed by the court. So whatever biasness they may talk now see, he's saying that he's very happy that CBI, the agency has come. But you show your complete distrust. You say that the agencies are biased. How will you believe them now? Tell me. So see, 12 days passed, but nothing could be done by the police. It is not just that police ne bhagaya hai. Because Shah Jahan Sheikh jo hai, he is one of the leaders of TMC and he is the one who is responsible for any kind of violence in that area.
Priyanka, for any small event, for any small mishap, you always wanted ED, you always wanted CBI, you always go Supreme Court and the Calcutta High Court.
And we always get a victory. So we always get a victory because we get an order against you. We get an order against the ruling dispensation here. We get an order against those who are the reason for any kind of violence which is taking place. Because see, it is not that you all are just conspirators.
No.
It is that you all are promoters of violence.
If you stop provoking them.
Look at your chief minister. She is waiting for each and every day.
I'm sorry. As far as your charges against the ED are concerned, that they were responsible because they provoked the locals. The court did not find, your arguments did not find much favor. So the cases that you have lodged against the ED, the court hasn't been impressed with that either, sir.
Padmaja, the court always is there with the right thing, and the court also rejected the PIL which was formed.
So the court is with the right thing, right? So let me actually, for the benefit of our viewers, by the way, you said that for every small thing, the BJP runs to court asking for ED CBI probe. Let me remind you that in Sandesh Khali, 3 officers of the Enforcement Directorate were hospitalized and they had got stitches to their head. Let's put out the details of those 3 people. I think in any democratic state, a mob turning up and assaulting a central team wouldn't ordinarily be seen as a small incident. But Tuhin Sinha, you can't claim a full win also. Because today, what was the Enforcement Directorate's plea? They said, please hand the entire probe to the CBI. We don't trust the state police. Now what is going to happen is, state police will also investigate, CBI will also investigate, and court will monitor.
Point is, Padmaja, like you just mentioned, they have normalized crime, violence and rapes to such an extent that they find these things small things. You know, the involvement of CBI is a big development. They should be embarrassed about it. But they are relishing the fact that the state police will also be involved. So, you know, they have a lopsided view of things. Point is, this is not the first time the observations of the Calcutta High Court has in a way indicted the inaction and complicity of the TMC government over there for its inaction. Just earlier this year, 6 months ago, in a case involving the panchayat elections where 50 people, all of 40 to 50 people were killed, the High Court of Kolkata had supported the deployment of central forces and the Supreme Court later validated it. So TMC, in this specific case where Shahjahan is concerned, see, there are two aspects involved over here. One is the supposed proximity of Shahjahan to the top leadership of TMC. And I'm sure the reason for the violence was that had he been caught, had he been taken into custody, the trail into the ration scam would have led to the top leadership of the TMC like it did on the previous occasion in the teachers recruitment scam. The second point, and the more dangerous, is the way in certain areas TMC has presided over the rehabilitation program of illegal Bangladeshi migrants, and most of these violence happen in those districts, whether it is Malda, whether it is South 24 Parganas, or whether it is areas like Basirhat, and this violence was also there. So I think, even from the point of view of national security, an attack on ED is something which should embarrass a state government, but for them it's a normal thing.
Okay, I mean, the issue of Bangladeshi immigrants, that independently, neither has it come up in court, nor can we verify. But as far as the crime against the ED is concerned, let's just talk about the investigation. Professor Manojit Mandal, you are claiming a moral victory today. Let me point out to you the observations made about the investigation itself. What did the Calcutta High Court say? And let me know if you find moral victory in any of these observations. They asked, the ED has put a complaint saying that Shahjahan was inside his home when investigators reached his place, but they couldn't get access to the residence. Did the police enter the house after the incident? Why wasn't the house sealed after the incident? The court also said that it is not possible to pass an order in such a case without having a look at the case diary. Do you know that the Nazat police, which has now been stopped from participating in the probe, did not even get the case diary in front of the court? 3 people had their heads broken. They didn't put attempt to murder charges. And when the court asked the public prosecutor, he said, ED guy said we were pushed around, so we didn't put attempt to murder. Is this a legitimate investigation that we are supposed to believe deserves a moral victory, Professor Mandal?
The ED was doing out there, Shahjahan Sheikh, for all practical purposes, was not named in any FIR. And without any notice, without informing the state police, you are actually breaking into his house. And people were naturally, spontaneously reacting against it. You should have informed the state police. That is the precise point that...
I don't know if you heard me,
for the last
but
12 days.
On these very charges, when an FIR was registered against the ED, the court has restrained the Calcutta police from taking any coercive action. So all of these arguments that the ED was in the wrong, the court hasn't stood by them.
No, hang on. Court did not quash the FIR itself. The court is saying that you can't arrest the ED officer. The investigation will go. Why were they going there without notice? They were bursting into his house, whether he was inside or outside. You have no right, when the person is not even present, even if he is a murderer, which he is not, there's not an affair. Even if he is a murderer, you have no right without any notice to burst into someone else's house.
But the people have a right to start beating up officers because they believe that the summons or the search is illegal.
None supports that, in spite of the fact that that was spontaneous reaction. It denotes his popularity in the area. Everyone is saying that.
What popular ki bhag gaya? Bhaga kyun?
Did he give you notice? Yeah, no, he has said
कुछ नहीं किया था तो भागा क्यों?
He wanted to
भागा क्यों? Why did he run?
He wanted to stop, please stop. You don't
Why is he running? Why is he running? TMC netas, Padmaja, the TMC netas, after we could not find Shahjahan Sheikh when ED went to arrest him, the TMC netas continued saying that, he has done nothing. He has done nothing. We are in support of him. Show us these summons. This is what the TMC netas said.
Okay, so you are saying that the mob's behavior... You're saying that the mob's behavior is a testament to the popularity of Shahjahan Sheikh. I want to end by showing the nature of injuries suffered by 3 officers of the Enforcement Directorate. Rajkumar Ram, Assistant Director, received 8 to 9 stitches. Ankur Gupta received 4 stitches. Somnath Datta received 4 stitches. If you think that this is a testament to popularity and not evidence of rule of law being under severe strain, I leave that to your wisdom. As of right now, there is going to be an investigation now into what exactly happened that day. Because the BJP has one claim, the TMC another. Let the truth finally come out in this probe. Thanks, gentlemen, and Priyanka Tibrewal for joining me.